Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the Sports Perspective TV. As always, thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you taking your time out to be in here and interacting with the video as well. So in this one, I'm going to be giving you an update. The CPL is over. We had a brilliant final and the St. Lucia Kings came out victorious, in a very, very competitive match, I must say. A lot of ebbs and flows in the match. So I'm going to be giving you the details of the match, some brilliant performances by players from both teams, and heroics in the end as well. Right. And also talking about the West Indies women T20 team who are currently taking part in the T20 World Cup. They had a very dominating victory over Scotland in the World Cup, to get themselves atop the table. So we're going to be sharing the details of that match with you as well. But before I do so, just take a quick second to hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as yet. So I'm going to pause right here for a few seconds. All right, so you've done that. All right, let's get into the details now. So I'm going to start with the CPL first. The CPL Finals, it took place in Guyana. It was a matchup between the defending champions, the Guyana Amazon Warriors, and the St. Lucia Kings, who were regular season, finished atop the table at the end of the regular season. And it was a low scoring encounter, but not short of excitement at all, and definitely not short of nerve-wracking moments for both teams, right? So the Guyana Amazon Warriors batted first in this one, and their batting struggled. I must say their batting struggled. They scored 138 for 8, of their 20 overs, right? And majority, a good portion of that came in the last 5 overs, right? The Kings bowlers bowled well, to restrict Guyana to 138, at one point. So after 10 overs, Guyana were 82 for 5 after 15 overs, right? That just goes to show how good the Kings bowlers bowled. And in fact, after 18 overs, right, the Amazon Warriors were 102 for 7 after 18 overs. So it was really in those last 2 overs where they were able to propel their score up to 138. In the last 5 overs of the innings, Guyana scored 56 runs. And in the last 2 overs of the innings, they were able to score 36 runs. On the back of brilliant batting, some brilliant hitting by Romario Shepherd and Pretorius. They were the ones that propelled the Amazon Warriors. So Shepherd ended up making Shepherd made 19 from 9, and Pretorius made 25 from 12. And they were the ones that propelled the Amazon Warriors to 138 for 8 of their 20 overs. Bowling for the Kings, it was Noor Ahmed, the leading wicket taker in the tournament. He definitely showed up and showed out for the Kings as well as again in this one. The Kings bowlers in general bowled well. They were accurate, and economical for the most part, right? But Noor Ahmed, he did his thing. He took 3 for 19 from his 4 overs. Kari Pierre, he also bowled well. He took 1 for 21 from 4 overs. So only getting a wicket. But in T20 cricket, being economical is important as well, and that's what Kari Pierre was. You also have a Matthew Ford. He bowled 3 overs and took 1 for 11. So the majority of the Kings bowlers were very economical, and they took wickets at regular intervals, right? So the Amazon Warriors restricted to 138 for 8 of their 20 overs. The Kings, in reply, they lost early wickets as well, and they also struggled to score. So, like I said, it was a low scoring encounter. The Kings batsmen, struggled early, especially with the Amazon Warriors bowlers bowling well also, right? And after the Kings were actually after 10 overs, the Kings were 51 for 4, right? And so that just goes to show that it was definitely not an easy task for them to chase down a relatively small total in 138. In fact, after 15 overs, they were 73 for 4, needing, over 60 runs after the last 5 overs to win the match, right? And Guyana Amazon Warriors, after 15 overs, they were 82 for 5. So in terms of runs scored, the Amazon Warriors were actually ahead of the Kings. But that's when the Kings batsmen, took over, namely Roston Chase and Aaron Jones, they went berserk in the last, in the last, well, 300, because in the last 5 overs really, but it was really three overs and one ball, right? Taking 27 off a Moeen Ali over and then smashing 20 off a Pretorius over as well. So they actually made 67 runs in 3.1 overs, to get the Kings to, 139 for 4, after just 18.1 overs. So like I said, after 15 overs, they were 73 for 4, and they were able to chase down the total, with an over and 5 balls still remaining. So that just goes to show how brilliant Chase and Jones batted, after the 15 over. Brilliant batting by them, brilliant hitting by them. You know, um, like I said, taking runs off Moeen Ali and Pretorius to make it seem like an easy victory in the end, but it was definitely far from that. So well done by the Kings. Congratulations to them. This is their first CPL title and much deserved. Well deserved. I think they're one of the franchises that had never won the tournament before, right? So well done to them. Congratulations to the whole St. Lucia. Darren Sammy. Another title in the arms of Darren Sammy. I think Darren Sammy is probably up there as he's definitely staking a claim to be one of the best T20 coaches, in the world at this point. We see what the West Indies team has been able to do since he's held the realms and now leading the St. Lucia Kings to victory as well. Right. So well done to the Kings, brilliant batting by Jones and Chase, especially Jones, right? Because Jones is one of those players that he's been with the team the entire season, but he hasn't featured much, but he showed up. He got his opportunity in the final, and what better game to show up and put on a performance for your team than in the final to help them, win the trophy. So well done to Aaron Jones, and congratulations to the whole St. Lucia Kings team again and St. Lucia in general, right? So the Kings are CPL champions for 2024. And so moving on now to the Women's T20 World Cup. The West Indies women, after their disappointing loss against South Africa in their first match, they were able to bounce back and put on a resounding performance to beat Scotland, in quite convincingly in the end, and with this victory over Scotland, they have actually propelled themselves now to being the leaders in the group. Obviously, England and South Africa are playing, right, and the winner of that match will go above them. But in terms of net run rate, this victory over Scotland, improved the West Indies net run rate. So they currently have the best net run rate in the group, right? And that puts them, atop everybody else. Currently at the time of recording of this video, like I said, England and South Africa are playing, so the winner of that match will definitely go above us. But this victory definitely boosted our net run rate. So Scotland batted first in this one, and we were able to restrict them to a total of 99 for 8 of their 20 overs, on the back of some brilliant bowling by, Chanel Henry started it off for the team in the power play, getting swing and getting a wicket, so she bowled 4 overs and only conceded 10 runs. So she took 1 for 10 from her 4 overs. But it was Afi Fletcher, her 4 overs in the middle. She took 3 for 22 from her 4 overs. So she took the most wickets for the team, in restricting Scotland to 99 for 8 of their 20 overs. Also bowling well was captain Hayley Matthews. She took 1 for 21 from her 4, and Ramnarak took 1 for 24 from her 4 overs as well, right? So the team needing 100 runs to win. We came out, we lost Stephanie Taylor early, so we lost an early wicket of Stephanie Taylor and Hayley Matthews as well. Stephanie Taylor going for only 4, and Hayley Matthews only contributed 8 of 19. But it was some brilliant hitting from Kiana Joseph to get us started off. She made 31 from 18, and then, also in came the world boss, Deandra Dattin, and Chanel Henry herself again, with some brilliant hitting, because we did lose 4, we lost 4 wickets, and at one point it was looking like the chase was going to be challenging and a difficult one. But Chanel Henry and Deandra Dattin ensured that we got over the line without any further hiccups. So they ended up chasing down the total in 11.4 overs, right? Hence the reason why our net run rate was boosted as much as it was, right? So Chanel Henry, she finished on 18 not out from 10 balls. And Deandra Dutton, she made 28 not out from 15 balls. I tell you, no, after watching this game, you definitely see why Deandra Dutton is nicknamed the world boss, right? She's definitely a female, like a female version of Chris Gayle, right? She hits some towering sixes, and some brilliant boundaries, right? Playing a wide variety of shots, hitting boundaries over the offside, boundaries over the leg side, playing reverse sweeps of boundaries, So, she showed a good repertoire of shots, in this match, right? In leading us to victory. And so yeah, we ended up getting to 101 for 4 off 11, pretty much. I call it 11 overs or 12 overs, whichever way you want to call it. And as such, our net run rate, was boosted significantly, and we are currently atop the standings at the moment based on net run rate. So definitely a good way to rebound from a disappointing loss against South Africa. A brilliant performance, I must say though. Going forward, I still would like to see the team improving their fielding, right? There were quite a few catches that were dropped in the match, in the Scotland innings, and if those catches were taken, they could have even been restricted for less. And when you go up against better teams, those catches can cost you, because as the adage says goes, catches win matches. So if that's an area that I would like to see them improving, being able to take those catches, some of the catches were relatively simple, right? So I definitely would like to see them improve in that area. But nevertheless, a brilliant batting performance, especially by Deandra Dutton, Kiana Joseph, and Chanel Henry in the end to get us over the line and get us, get us on the board as far as wins go. So definitely looking forward to see how the remainder of the tournament goes, and hopefully they can build on this momentum and continue their winning ways in the tournament and advance from the group and hopefully win another T20 World Cup title. So, but that's all I have for you in this video, viewers and subscribers. As always, thank you for tuning in. Do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and definitely share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.